Hello everybody, it's that time of year again where I make another thank you video thanking everybody who has had a big impact in my life for the last year. On the screen you'll see some names of some individuals that I thank in this video, so if you aren't on this list, please do me a big favor and watch the photo montage at the end because it's really special and I put a lot of effort into it. The timestamp is going to be below me. And even though your name might not be on this list, that doesn't mean I don't like you. It just means that I felt as though there was nothing to say because we didn't interact much, or I felt it wasn't a major impact. These names are in no particular order as well. At the very end, I'll be thanking a bunch of different people. I just don't have much to say about them, so they're at the very end of the video. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the thank yous. So first, I want to start with my parents, my dad and my stepmom. You guys have always been in my corner and are very supportive of me, and I'm so grateful for everything that you guys have done for me. Through all of my successes and through all my failures, you guys have been there for me and been so supportive of me when I need it most. Thank you guys very much. I love you guys. Next, I want to thank my mom and my stepdad. Thank you, Mom, for always believing in me and always being a shoulder that I can cry on and come to. You are someone that I can always come to vent to about my thoughts and my feelings so I can start thinking straight, and I'm so happy that I have you. Thank you, Bub, for being there for my mom. She's rambunctious and sporadic, so to know that someone is there for her through all of it is really great, so that way I don't have to worry about her. You guys have always been supportive through all of my endeavors, and that's why I want to thank you guys. I love you so much. Next person I want to thank is Josh Manzo, my brother. I'm so proud of you and everything that you've been able to accomplish. You have accomplished so much with great determination. You've been able to persevere through some of the most devastating situations that would leave literally anybody in the dust. And you just pushed through. You've been a great brother most of the time, and I can't wait to see what you've got in store for your life. Thank you, Josh, for being my brother. Next, I want to thank my stepbrother Matthew and his girlfriend Tina. Whenever I need a break or I need advice for college or something else, I know that I'm going to get a good answer from the both of you. When I come to you guys and I get to see the ideas clash for what advice to give me, it gives me inspiration to make some decisions of my own because it helps me realize that there is more ways to it than just one. Your guys' chemistry requires you to argue and bicker, but that's good and that's healthy in my opinion, because at least you guys are talking and filtering the stupid ideas from the good ideas. Thank you guys so much, and I'm so appreciative for you guys welcoming me and helping me when I need it. Next, I'm going to thank Laz. Ever since I've known you, you've always tried to poke and push my fucking buttons, but I couldn't be more thankful for that. Doing that allows me to be more resistant and helps me learn to control my anger so that I don't lose control of it when it matters. While we don't get very deep, I'm very happy that you are getting ready to start your family and that you're taking the steps to have a solid job for the rest of your life. Thank you, Laz, for being a good friend. The next person I want to thank is Devin. Devin, you have been through so much in your life and you keep pushing and never give up. You are such a strong individual. It inspires me to get my shit done in college. Whenever I think I can't do it or I'm not good enough, you are someone I think about to help me persevere. I'm so happy for everything that you have accomplished and even the planned future that you have in store. You're a great person, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for you. Thank you, Devin, for your support. The next person that I want to thank is Riley. Riley, as you know, you're my first friend out of our whole friend group, and honestly, I don't know how that sparked into this huge friend group. I don't really remember us clicking at all in the beginning, but in the end, here we are. When you're not on my nuts, you are so fun to be around, and you're a great friend too. You can get serious when it matters, and those are the signs of an important friend. Thank you, Riley, for being the first, and hopefully one of the last. The next person I want to thank is Bass. Some of the most annoying things to appear in the Discord chat when I wake up in the morning is seeing about 4,000 fucking words about some political fucking jargon that happened when I was asleep, and having to scroll past all of it just to see what was texted before I fucking went to bed. Other than that, you've been a great friend to me. When I do want to talk politics, I know that when I come to you, that we'll get a good, solid discussion out of it. You're also there for me when I need advice, and you're very supportive of my thoughts and really think about the predicaments as if they were your own predicaments. You're great to be around, and I'm so happy that I got to know you better this year. Thank you, Bass, for being a good friend. Next, I will be thanking Kameron. Kameron, you've done a great job of trying to get everyone to connect in person, and you are such a great friend to be around. We almost never get into deep conversation, but you are really funny, and I love spending time with you. I get to nerd out when I'm with you, and it's a lot of fun. I also want to thank your mom for buying me the plane ticket so I could spend time with all of you. It was so worth it, and I can't wait to hang out with you again. Thank you, Kameron, for really trying. The next person I want to thank is Andre. You and I have such a similar taste in humor that it irritates me because everyone is on our nuts for having this sense of humor. When you aren't in a mood, I love hanging out with you. You're really fun to be around, and I think we're a great duo for public shenanigans. I think if we lived together, we would brew up so much trouble, it might be detrimental to the city. Thank you, Andre, for being as weird as me. Next, I want to thank Cody. Cody, you have been my day one, literally since day one, and my hater as well since day one. Since preschool, we have been great friends, and even today, I feel like I could trust you with almost anything. You're a great person to hang out with, and you even have wise advice to give me when I need it. I love hearing your input on stuff because you have such an interesting perspective. It really gets me to think. Even when you hate on me, it inspires me to do better, and I do. Thank you, Cody, for being there with me since day one. The next person I'm thanking is Alayna. Alayna, you've always been my sister. And even though we haven't had a whole lot of time to hang out or talk recently, I'm so proud of you. You're renting a house, you're going to school, you're working, and you have a good boyfriend. At this point, I'm going to start looking up to you. You're on your way to achieving the American dream, and you have so many things to look forward to. You are the most mature and aware adult I have ever met at your stage in life, and I think that you're going to do great things. Thank you, Alayna, for being the sister I never had. The next person I want to thank is Elijah. Elijah, I've gotten to know you a lot better recently, and you're actually really fun to be around. I felt like if we weren't being watched by Alayna, we would get into a lot of trouble because I think our personalities clash really well. You're very accepting and welcoming of me, and I love being invited over to your house to do things. And usually they turn out pretty fun. I hope I get to know you better over the coming years. You also take really good care of Alayna, and that's all I could ever ask for. Thank you, Elijah, for being so accepting. The next person I'm going to be thanking is CJ. I know we haven't talked too much lately, but even so, I consider you one of my best friends. When we do talk, it's great, and I miss being able to spend time with you. I know you're living life to its fullest right now, and I can't wait to see you again this summer. You have been a huge part of my life, and I will never forget you. Thank you, CJ, for always being my friend. Next, I want to thank Connor and I. Connor, you and I were a fucking goated duo. Florence literally had fucking nothing on us. It was so much fun being around you, and I fucking loved going out with you and hanging out. The friends we made along the way were awesome, and I had such a great time hanging out with everyone. I'm so happy that your life is going in a good direction. I know we don't keep up that much anymore, but I want you to know that you will always be like a brother to me. Thank you, Connor, for accepting me for who I am. The next person I want to thank is Cade. Out of everyone in our friend group, I think that I can say that you were the most mature and adult. You really have your head on straight, so much so that you started day trading in Italy. I really cherish our friendship, and I really hate that you're so busy all the time. I wish you could hang out more, and I really want to get the gang back together. I'm really happy I met you, and I really miss all the poker sessions and the trips that we would go on. Thank you, Cade, for being a real one. The next person I'm going to thank is Nate. When I first heard about you, I remember hearing about how horrible your housing arrangement was. I remember hearing about how none of you talked to each other and didn't even really ever hang out. When you started hanging out with us, I found out you were a really cool guy, and it was so much fun being able to spend time with you. After you started to open up, I really got to see this goofy, fun side of you, and it was awesome. Playing soccer with you was also really awesome because you were so fucking good, and I was so fucking shit. I miss being able to hang out with you again, and I hope we get to hang out and see each other very soon. Thank you, Nate, for joining our friend group. Next, I'm going to thank Torryn. Torryn, you are probably one of the most funny motherfuckers that I have ever met in my life. You have this hilarious sense of humor that rides the line of weird and random, and I fucking love it. I have so many pictures and videos of you just being you, and they're all just so funny. It sucks that you haven't got to hang out with us since Italy yet, but I hope that you get the chance to come out soon. Thank you, Torryn, for being yourself. The next person I'm thanking is Cash. Cash, you're such a cool and chill person to be around. You were low-key like the dad of the group when you wanted to be. You made sure that we weren't doing any stupid stuff, but still stupid enough to have fun. You're so fun to be around, and sometimes I just loved talking to you. Although we don't agree on everything, being able to talk to you was great, and I genuinely loved doing it. Thank you, Cash, for taking care of us. The next person I'm thanking is Ginger. Ginger, you were a fun little addition to our group. You had a very similar sense of humor to Torryn. And I thought some of the stuff that you said and did were so funny. You were a really fun person to be around, and you're also just a great person in general. And it's so cool that you're able to spend the time in Italy that we all got to. Thank you, Ginger, for dealing with us. The next person I'm going to thank is Amelia. Amelia, other than my main friend group, I think you were one of the only people that really made me feel like I came out of Italy with a friend. When we texted, it felt like you actually cared about the messages you were sending, and like you had thought about the messages before you had even sent them, rather than just sending them and then forgetting about them. You're a great person, and hanging out with you was so much fun. Every time I was out with you guys, you made me feel like I was wanted, like you wanted me there. Thank you, Amelia, for including me on the fun. Next, I want to thank Maddie. Out of everyone that studied abroad with us, I felt like I could relate to you the most. We were very close in age, about the same progress in school, and we both had our complications with different stuff. I appreciated our friendship very much, and I always had fun hanging out with you. I was and am always in your corner, and I'm grateful that I got to meet you. You helped me improve as a person, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you, Maddie, for helping me improve myself. The next person I'm going to thank is Avery. Avery, every time that we would hang out, you would light up the area with your excitement and enthusiasm. You're such a great person, and you really helped me kind of settle into Italy. Whenever I would hear you scream at the top of your lungs, Zach, I would get excited myself because I knew that I was in for an exciting event. You helped me push myself out of my comfort zone and do things that I probably would have never done on my own. Thank you, Avery, for pushing me. The last individual people I want to thank are Inigo and Diego. You guys have grown up so much, and I'm so excited for all of us being able to hang out again. When I visited San Diego, you guys helped me experience something that I probably would have never done ever, and it was a lot of fun. You guys made me feel super welcome, and even though we had an age gap, I never really felt like that was a problem. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my family. Next, I'm going to be thanking everybody else who impacted my life last year, but I just didn't have much to say about it. List right here. Thank you to Kameron, Miriam, Gretchen, Liberty, Mallory, MJ, Devlin, Tony, Jordan, Lily, Sierra, Chase, Connor Seymour, Heaven, Charlie, Emmy, Josh Boyington, Sarah, and Valley. Now that that's done, I want to thank everybody so much for being a part of my life. Lately, I've been so grateful for everything that I have and all of the gifts I have experienced, and I'm so happy that I have my life. I've made many friends, and I am proud to be who I am. That's why I wanted to do something special for this thank you video, and I wanted to make a photo montage of all the best memories and pictures that I have from the last few years. Hold on, there's something on my camera. Hold on. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being a part of my life, and please enjoy the photo montage. Thank you.
once bound, you are now free. Free forever, tethered never again. Welcome, John, to the end. You've arrived at the beginning of the end. Fear not, for you are found again. But before you are reclaimed, John.
Wait a minute. Slow down. Are you not going to ask me if I have any last words or something? Because I do. One of them is, fuck you. But also,
Could I take back all the things I've said? Everything that you've seen me do. Every moment we spent together. Everything that we've been through. Maybe I wanted to think you cared. Wanted to think it could be true. It's always the end when I see things different. Always the end when I see you.
okay, last take. 1, 2, 3. You come in like this.
Please, don't you forget about me.